Baby.
I clicked it.
Okay.
Hey, look at us go.
Yay, it's working.
Got that countdown going.
That little Instagram screen on the side really fucks me up, though.
I can even make it disappear.
Don't do it. I like it. I'm used to it now. I lied. I love it.
You need to be aware that you're not on the Instagram thing at all.
True story.
Yeah.
No, I kind of am now.
It is if we were just really
We just
close.
swap between it to have conversations.
We have kind of started to do that. We'll like lean in a little bit as we're speaking and then
One of you is talking, lean in, because otherwise it's just my big stupid face just sitting there smiling.
I love it. I love that for Instagram.
just
That's where we get all our views. Well, welcome everybody to another episode of the Wish You Were a Beer Show. Thank you for stopping by. We took a week or two off. Normal stuff. January, February, it's cold. It's where everyone's sleepy, but we're back. We're back in a big way.
we are back in a big way. Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
That's all I have.
Okay, I thought you were going to keep going.
I was like hyping you up. I'm just over here hyping it.
We're back.
I've got my lozenge in, so I'm just over here hanging out.
I just love that you set me up. Yeah.
You know what? We're about to do a show. Let me pop in a lozenge that I can suck on throughout the whole show.
She was literally
that seems like good
the
timing.
room with like 10 seconds left and then ran back with like a bag of cough drops. Like,
Maybe chips. Maybe some chips would be good for the show. People like that, don't they?
that is slowly
Maybe.
Listen, I was starting to cough, and I've been talking all week. So
I'm aware. I'm just kidding. It was for work.
I was not about to like hack into the mic. I don't think anyone wants that. So
True story.
honey lozenge it is.
Why don't you tell everybody about our social media account? It's rolling on the ticker there.
Yeah. So read the ticker on the bottom. It says follow us. We happen to have Instagram and we are huge on TikTok. We also are on Facebook right now. And you can always find us on our website, which is wishyouabeershow.com. And you can find all of the links to our social medias on there as well, including past episodes and merch. Merch is important. Got some cool t-shirts.
With the way we're rifling through it, I'd get to it sooner rather than later because we're running out of stock.
Oh my God, it's all sold out. Especially that weird, ugly jacket. That thing is.
Oh God, there's only one. There's only one available. And if you purchase it, man,
then
it's a one-of-a-kind jacket.
Should look into how you handle your funds. You know what I thought about yesterday is the Team Bees and Team Cheese shirt. Because I was like, what a random ass shirt for somebody to see. It was Andy something, and he hates bees and loves cheese, or he loves cheese and hates bees.
I can't remember.
And on the back, it was Team Bees with a B or Team Cheese with a mouse.
Yes.
Such a good shirt, and I need to. Peter, I was close. Andy, Peter, yeah. But it's such a good shirt for no reason because I like shirts that no one knows where they come from or why.
Didn't they say something about
it's bees, it makes cheese, and then we had two other versions if you were Team B or Team Cheese.
It's so stupid, and I love it because I've had more conversations with people with dumb shirts like this than I have with anything else, and I have a lot of dumb conversations with people, obviously. But yeah, that's a blast. Anyway, you can go to our merch store. You can pick up a Wish You Were a Beer Show shirt. Some of them are standard. Some of them are inspired by past episodes. I attempted dry January is relevant, obviously. So yeah, if you haven't been to wishyouabeershow.com, swing through there, say hello. Don't bring up Wilford Brimley. Don't do it.
Diabetes.
we do have some cool shirts.
Yeah, Phil had a lot of free time for a little while, and
I like the idea that we have a guest tonight, and he's now questioning whether or not this was a good idea to join.
I don't know about these shirts, though.
He's like, oh God, they're gonna make a shirt.
God, it's endless.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a
All
lot.
right.
It's fine.
Good setup, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Really killed it.
Look at this.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
We are having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But you know what would be more fun?
What's that?
Talking about our guests we're gonna have tonight.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Daniel.
What a
by
great
the
idea.
way, this one is actually out of stock.
It's because I own it.
All right, let's get into it. Enough
I know.
about our incredible merch store where you can support the
enough of our life. I'm Daniel. That's Tiffany. That's Phil. By the way, everybody knows that. Obviously, it's on.
We're labeled.
Yeah, it's on the placard. No, I'm excited for tonight. We're doing a collaboration beer called Preserve. So we had Montclair. We did a Montclair Brewery beer. What, 2 weeks ago?
It was our
Right.
last show. Yeah, that's my jam.
Yeah, that's my
And
jam.
it was friggin' delicious. It was my jam.
And this one was brewed in collaboration, who our guest is from. I'm going to say Khonso Brewing, but I'm going to have him correct me when we find out the actual pronunciation.
We should have asked.
But this is a collaboration that was put on through Barrel and Flow as well, which this is like a 4-part collaboration beer, really, in the grand scheme of things, which I'm excited to find out about. But this is a smoked red ale, which I'm super
Very
excited about. You talk about January, February, colder weather, a smoked beer in general, especially if it's a red. It's I assume going to be right up my alley.
Yeah.
Maybe this one time a beer that's right up my alley will prove me wrong. I doubt it, but let's not get ourselves.
You never know. Could be the one.
Yeah, could be. So we're lucky enough tonight that kind of last minute William is going to be able to join us, which we had reached out and he got back to us, and his night opened up and he was like, still happy to come on. And I was like, well, let's do it then. Let's find out about this thing.
It's not like we prepare ahead of time anyways. So
I did a fair amount of reading on this, which is why I'm interested to find out the pronunciation of the beer, because that's one, or the brand. It's one of my biggest concerns currently. We're gonna solve this mystery. It's gonna be fine. What did you think?
Concern.
Yeah, it's one of my biggest concerns.
Yeah.
I just want to know how to pronounce
that's your concern.
the brand. Okay. Yeah. I'm an English guy. Like I like pronunciation. I want to know.
big English guy.
Huge English guy. I've been really doing it for almost 40 years now at this point.
It's getting up there.
I'd say almost 40 years because I didn't come out of the womb talking. So yeah, I've been doing it for a long time, almost 40.
You know what? Just random. You know what beer I had the other day? And you're gonna know this one because it's everywhere and it's just so delicious. I had Maine Brewing's lunch the other day.
Oh, it's so good.
It's just one of those that you just gotta have when you see it on the menu. You know,
It's
it's
so-
always on a menu with like a bunch of other kind of like mass-produced beers, like because Maine can do that.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, so you're like, great, Budweiser, Gore, and then you're like, oh, Maine, thank God. You know,
Do you have it in the bottle or do you have it on draft?
draft.
Okay, cool. Yeah. There's only a couple of places around here that ever carry it on draft. Usually you got to buy it by the bottle at like a Total Wine or something.
Yeah.
But still, yes, delicious damn beer.
It's just,
But I like when I find it on draft. It's exciting.
Oh no.
No, here we go.
Get another lozenge.
Despite that lozenge, here we are.
Just start
Still have
crunching
to be
it.
the first
Just get another one in there, you know.
You throw a twofer in. We work on different colds.
My throat's dry. I just need a beer. So
Oh, well, you're in luck.
I know. Sorry.
Let's bring our
It's gonna
guest in sooner than later because I think he's gonna leave if we don't.
I know.
All right. So, William, we're going to roll this clip. And then, as mentioned, your beautiful, beautiful lighting is going to be live when we come out of this.
I mean, it looks fantastic down there. I'm
It
excited.
does.
All right, we'll see you in a second.
William,
Well-
what's up?
Hello.
Hey, you look amazing. Somehow you got your lighting even better than when I saw you last time.
I'm just leaning towards the light.
Don't lean too close. Back up a little bit.
Well, William, I appreciate you being able to join us, man. Like we had talked about earlier, I know it was a little bit last minute, and so I'm always thankful when people are willing to jump on somewhat unprepared. Like that, that's crazy to me.
Well, absolutely no problem. We had fun doing this collab,
Yeah.
and I love beer.
You're in the right space.
Yeah.
So now you heard me talking about the brand. You guys are out of Atlanta?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So tell me the pronunciation of the brand.
Got it. Our name is Khonso Brewing.
Yep.
And we got the name after we discovered, just through some 2 a.m. research, on a ancient Egyptian brewer named Khonso Mheb.
Yep.
So what we did was sort of try to tie down the name. And so we had about 100 friends, and we sent 3 different names because there are 3 founders to Khonso, and I'll tell you about the rest of us in a minute. But, our community picked Khonso. And so eventually how we got our name, but there is actually an ancient Egyptian brewer named Khonso Mheb. And that's where we wanted to connect beer to Africa and the African diaspora, because it's often not thought of in terms of other places in the world. It's sort of the crux of it is Central Europe, i.e. Germany, Belgium. But it's all over Europe. We got Italian Pilsners. We got, I can't remember that beer from Norway that that a lot of people do. But they're all over. So we just wanted to make sure we took a name, and we also took the Eye of Horus, which is in our logo.
Are you able to copyright the Eye of Horus? That seems like that would be a difficult one.
It is public domain.
Good.
So, any Canva, all those guys, they got something like it. So it's incorporated that into the logo in order to just sort of have that Egyptian connection. We're located in Atlanta, Georgia. We're a brewery in planning, so we're not physically open yet, but we've been doing contract brewing here locally. And whenever we do events outside of Georgia, we typically do collaboration beer, just because the people are there or close to where the event's going to be. And through our network, we got to know Leo and Denise over the years. Meeting, and in a couple of years, we were right next to each other at Barrel and Flow, which is the event that we made this beer for, which is a beer festival in Pittsburgh, of all places. And so we came up with this as a part of their effort to encourage breweries, artists, and others involved, chefs and other folks, to come together around beer, number one. And number two, some of us like to make beer and make beer with friends. So we, that's what we did with this one.
So now with Barrel and Flow, I know with some of the stuff I looked into it, I know it is that kind of large scale venue, so to speak, but they do a lot of collaborations. Like they've been putting people together in different states and in different places for a while now, haven't they?
Yes. I want to say started in, 2018. I think our first year doing it was maybe 2018.
Okay.
I think we had an initial one in 2017, and at that time it was called Fresh Fest.
Yep.
But name Fresh Fest was owned by somebody, talking about copyrights.
I tell you what, that I Horse ain't cheap to get.
And they rebranded it, I want to say, right during COVID to Barrel and Flow.
Okay, cool.
19 was the last year it was Fresh Fest, but I may be wrong. I may be a little bit off on that.
It's close enough.
That there's like a the last 6 years they all kind of together. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And we've been doing it ever since the second one. So this past year was our 5th year. 2025 was our 5th year of the festival and doing it. They didn't do one in 2020. Yep. They did one that was spaced out like 10 feet between booths in 2021. And then we were kind of back to normal 2022. And so we've just kept going. And it's a lot of fun. We drive 12 hours from Atlanta to get to be there.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that's a hike, man.
Yeah.
It is, and sometimes we do it. We just drive through. So
now you mentioned that you don't have a brick and mortar or a physical space yet. You're still a seed brewery. Are you contract brewing with someone specifically? Have you made like a connection where like I only brew here? Are you true gypsy brewing? Like you're running place to place to place?
Well, yes, and so, yeah. Had a contract brewing partner. They have since closed, and now we're kind of gypsying it to whatever inn has room. That's what I sort of equate to. We get in where we fit in, and just because we see empty tanks don't mean they're not planned or anything like that. But right now we are trying to move back to doing some regular contract brewing here. We've thought about or may explore doing some up in Pennsylvania, just really around the Barrel and Flow Festival.
Yeah, for sure.
We could have a couple of our brands as well as our collab brands. I mean, we enjoy working with people. We enjoy learning what they do, how they do it. That doesn't mean we're going to do it. It just means like, oh man, when you get a bunch of people that enjoy something together, they're just all kinds of ideas that start popping. And that's one of the things we enjoy about collabing, as coming to or rolling out some limited releases just for the festival.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what the heck made you start all this? Where was the inspiration?
Well, I mentioned a little earlier, I have 2 business partners, and we were out drinking. My 2 business partners,
ideas happen.
There's always beer involved. We were out and we were drinking craft, we were drinking imports. And then someone came up with the idea like, hey, maybe we open a beer bar or something like that. And one of us came up with the wonderful idea about, well, why don't we make it? which is...
Well, the hell not. I'm like, yeah.
And I would say 2 of us have been bitten by the home brewing bug.
Yeah.
So we still do that on a regular basis. We have an event down here every 4 months, and my business partner Kevin's backyard called Sunday at the Shed. And the shed is kind of like our base for playing around. So we experiment with some recipes there.
That's your pilot system, basically, right?
Yeah, backyard tasting. But we make so much that we could drink it all, but we probably shouldn't. So we invite other people to come over and help drink it.
I was gonna say, if you need help, you make sure you let us know when that's happening.
Yeah,
We'll come down to Atlanta and help you out.
The one coming up on March 15th, 2 days before St. Patrick's Day.
That's right.
Be
careful, William. I got some family right outside of Atlanta. Don't be surprised if I don't show up at said shed event and just be like, well, I'll help you get through this.
Please do. It's wide open, and some other home brewers join us, and they'll bring some of their stuff. So
Yeah.
it's it's backyard brewing at its finest. It's home brewing at its finest because we're just there. We had to institute what I call potluck snacks, just because we were
because there's a lot of beer involved.
Yeah.
So people will bring whatever they got. If it's something left over, it's open. If it's something left over, something you made, just come in, enjoy. Stories, meet different people. It's one of the things we want to continue, even along this sort of becoming a professional brewer route.
Yep.
Well, we don't want to lose, or better yet, we were getting a little bit too serious, and we realized we needed to step back into kind of what we enjoy about the craft beer world, and which was really enjoying it with friends, family. My 2 grown kids don't drink beer like I do, but millennial problem. But family, friends, new friends. We usually have someone new come through every time, and that way we can grow, learn, share, and drink good beer.
Yep.
Yes.
That's what it's all
I
about.
love the homebrew communities. We've got one up here as well, and it's always good people, and it's always good times. So
Yeah.
Shout out to the
Hell yeah, right. So we've had a couple of those like, did you intend for this flavor to be in your beer? And it's like, no. But no.
But
Thank
guess
you
what?
for the feedback.
It's also free beer. Here's the slider. Suck it up.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's talk about preserve, because I just cracked it. Phil's gonna crack it now.
I cracked it and had multiple.
Tiffany's
sips.
already way ahead of me.
I'm not.
She's
way
already
ahead.
powering.
It's
through
just
it.
good. It's good.
But again, I do want to talk about it. If you're just joining us, we're drinking preserve tonight from Khonso Brewing, but it's in collaboration with Montclair and also through Barrel and Flow. So 3 states, 3 collaborators, 1 beer, which is fantastic. It's a smoked red ale. And so let's talk about a couple of things with this beer. And I don't know how much of a hand you had in one of the 3 parts of the process. Whose idea was the smoked red ale, because that is a specific beer. Like, that's not something people just roll off the shelf. That's one question. Second question is, how much play did you have in the label, and what does it mean to you or to your brand? Third question is, I'm gonna drink all of it. Never mind. Go ahead.
I've already forgot the first question.
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Smoked red ale. Nobody just leans on a smoked red ale. Like,
Which
we're going
is
to do
true.
a collab and
Right.
we're just going to do a smoked red ale. Everybody good with that? No one does that. So where did that come from?
That came from, we wanted something that was slightly sweeter than just a regular ale. And we used a little bit of the darker malts in order to help come up with sort of that reddish hue.
Yeah.
So that's part of where the red comes from, is for any brewers or home brewers who watch it. We use they're called caramel malts. So they, at each level, they have another level of sweetness that when you roast them. So it's kind of like coffee, but you just sort of along the way the flavors change as you roast it. So you could get it all the way to where it's like burnt. But, if you heat it up just enough, it's a little bit more toffee. If you heat it up a little bit more, you get a little bit more caramel. And that's kind of where we wanted to zone in with this beer, was something that was a little sweeter than just your regular ale. It wasn't going to be hopped heavy. We sort of use like Amarillo, which leans a little bit towards that peach flavor. So we used something there that sort of brought that together. We smoked the malt to give it a subtle smoke flavor. And that's kind of the best way to do it than adding it later or incorporating it in another way. And we use peach jam as that key component, and that's the Georgia part.
Yeah, it is. I know. I was gonna ask if you hadn't brought that up. I was like, "There's peach in this. Like, do not tell me there's not."
Peach jam.
Yeah.
And Danielle was like, she's way ahead of me, and I'm like, yes, it's good, and I can like the peach on that's like the very end flavor I get. It's delicious. It like anyway.
And so a key for me is you get a little peach in the aroma, but it's present. So, it's one of those things like when we make beer and we say something's in it, you're going to taste it. Now, the art of brewing is figuring out the balance.
Correct. Yeah.
We just recently did something. What did we do? Oh, we used like pecan syrup in a doppelbock that we made for a cat.
Okay.
And the pecan was present. Nothing else really was.
Okay.
It was good, but it's part of that lesson. Part of what I like about the homebrewer side is like you got to play around with it.
Yeah.
And Kevin and I are usually heavy-handed, so we're like, well, we can always dial it back. So as we learn, we sort of we've incorporated that philosophy of, well, we want you to taste it and enjoy it, and then sort of pull it, and then we can pull it back to a point where we're kind of satisfied, where the malt and all the other beery ingredients sort of show up to the show.
Sure.
But it was fun. We wanted to do the usual, which is, sort of for Barrel and Flow, we wanted to connect some way to Africa and its brewing traditions. Hence, the label has a lot of women involved in the process. And
OG brewers.
Yeah, they whether it's maize or rice or this grain called fonio that a lot of people are talking about right now.
Yes, I heard all.
Or even millet. When you start diving, they do have a brewing process in villages and in homes that is usually passed down from mother to daughter. And so women are basically home brewers there. So I think there's a Zulu tradition of where the prospective wife has to make a beer that is then shared with the prospective groom's family. Yep. And how good it is depends on how they feel about this pairing. So it ain't too.
That's high pressure because there's always the one batch that you're like, man, I wish I would have done something different on that one.
It's called my first marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, I wish I had done something different on that. Yeah.
So that's the essence of the label and sort of the wood tones and the colors. It may be hard to see on the can, but there are words there that are the names of traditional beers across the African continent. So
yeah, they're kind of light in the background, but yeah, I can see them.
And that's just me not getting back to the artist in time, saying I needed to stand out more.
That's fair.
And the artist we've worked with before, his name's Q Perry. He's an artist in Pittsburgh, and so this is, I think, collab to the 4th.
Okay, cool.
Just the event, but we worked on the label with Q. Denise and I from Denise at Montclair, and I work with Q on sort of coming up with this concept. This is what we came out with. We were very pleased with it, and we were very, very pleased with it.
I dig this.
I dig
label.
it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to, the reason that I found this beer was I was at Montclair Brewery, and this thing popped right off the shelf, and I was like, we gotta get this one on the show. Like, it just jumped out at me. It's like just beautiful can art.
Yeah. And we, Montclair is a classical neighborhood community brewery.
Oh yeah.
So they don't have like a big system like a lot of the other guys do. So we didn't make a lot of it, but I shot a message to Denise. I was like, hey, you want to make it again for this year? So we may bring it back in their regular rotation or something like that this coming year up at Barrel and Flow in August. But, you know, it's a fun process, and it's fun working with other people because, especially among brewers, you start, you know, well, we need to use something like this, or we need to use these hops or what have you. And I'm usually the one in the conversation goes, well, what if we did peach?
Hear me out, though.
You know?
I hate to be the Georgia kid here, but what if we did some peach in here? Just hear me out.
I'll tell you about a beer we got coming up for another festival.
Yeah.
You know, when we get to sort of the back end, but I think you guys are going to you're going to at least enjoy what's in it.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny you bring up some of the African heritage and some of the female heritage of brewing specifically. I read a book recently that was History of the World in 6 Glasses, and literally the whole first chapter was on beer in the ancient world, and most of it was all women. It was all out of Africa. Like, it was just the history of it caught me off guard a little bit, because I think you're right. I think when you think of history of beer, or you think of history of this, you think of German beer or English beer or this or
that
this.
was, you know, 1600s.
Like, right. Yeah. It's not even
relatively recent. Like,
but even then, it was still primarily home based.
Yep.
Yeah.
So beer was a way you kind of heated up the water. You know, we kind of talk about like hops, and we didn't figure out what the hell that was until like the 1920s, and then a couple of years after that, what's her name finds yeast, and now we know what that thing was that made the mort, made the grains, whatever they were, in whatever pot they were in the world, become something alcoholic.
Yep.
And they enjoyed it because, hey, it tastes good, and I'm kind of happy after I have one.
Yeah, good news. I feel good.
This is great.
And so, thinking about whether it's the Vikings with mead, or up in Norway, Finland, that part of the world, Sweden, that part of the world, where there was bees. There were a lot of bees there. Not as many bees as there are today, but.
Well, it's because Andy so-and-so killed them. Peter Zine killed them all because he's a big cheese. No, I'm just kidding. All right, sorry.
But you guys kind of get it. I joke about any base alcoholic beverage, and then from beer, they eventually started to refine it to where we got distilling.
Yep.
Beer, wine. It was a clay pot with stuff
long straws.
Got water in it, and then yeast is in the air, and they tasted it. It was like, hey, this isn't that bad, and I'm feeling pretty good. It's just part of the process. We also did a collab beer up with a brewery up in Cutston called Referent Blendery.
Okay.
And that was one of our first wild ales.
Oh, yes,
cool.
Wild ales are fun.
So we did that also at last year's Barrel and Flow. I think there may be a case left, but that's kind of for us to keep tasting every year to see if it evolves and changes. But we enjoy the process. We were like, hey, we get to do a wild ale. And so, we get to play around with a lot of different things that other people have done over the years. So,
well, I also think you're kind of in a unique position too, because with where the beer industry is, being a seed brewery, I think you probably get to play around a lot more than the people that have their foot in the game already, because they're, your brand is already stuck. Your go-tos are already stuck. Your distro is already stuck. I feel like you're in a unique position because the market is where it is. You still have a chance to play around, still move some beer, still meet some people, still like some of these bigger breweries are just kind of stuck in that rut, and you're probably still having a great
chasing
time.
the distro tail.
Like,
We were talking about this the other day, as you know, Atlanta is going to get, I want to say, the semifinal of the World Cup in a couple of months, and we were looking at our contract brewing and our schedule and stuff like that, and it felt kind of good to have. You heard me mention a lot that we learn a lot from what's going on with our peers, and good and bad. You know, several are not in the industry anymore. You know, some have closed. Some people have left the industry for a variety of reasons. But we kind of learn, and I'm personally excited that we're kind of hitting this at our pace.
Yep.
So we remind ourselves all the time, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh, yeah.
So we've had people tell us, it's like, you just need to get a place. Just go get a place. And I'm like, well, we could do that, but I'm seeing a lot of my peers, you know, struggle 1 month, and then that throws them off for the next 3. Right. And it's kind of like after COVID, everyone was just trying to get back to pre-COVID.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get back to pre-COVID. A lot of those guys have closed. And these are some big guys who you never would have thought would have been sort of positioned. So we've been able to sit back, sort of learn as much as we can, understanding that everybody's journey is their journey. But I feel good. We're moving at our pace right now. And we got a site. It's what they call a brownfield, so it's an old dry cleaner, so it may have some cleanup issues. Yep. But working with the state, the city, the feds, in order to get, and all that takes time. So we're like, okay, well.
Man, if it's an old dry cleaner spot, hear me out on this, though. Does it have a rack that moves?
Unfortunately, it's been vacant for 20 years.
Because if it had the rack that moves, that would be the best merch location ever. Can I get you something? And you push the button.
Or delivering beer. So it had one of the old doors where you could drive up and they'd hand you your.
God, I love that.
In the back, it was pretty cool, but all that's been long gone.
Now, is that in Atlanta or outside Atlanta?
Oh, it's in Atlanta, so it's not far from this development we got going on called the Beltline. Yep. So it's 3 blocks away. So it's in a good location, but no one's done anything with it for 20 years because it's a dry cleaner, and back then they just stuff out of the back door. Yeah. I don't blame anyone. We were looking at a gas station. We were looking at an old auto shop. And, once we knew better, we kind of stopped those practices. So I don't blame folks who, did stuff like 20 years ago or 50 years ago. It's just
I blame a lot of them, but that's fine. We live in different. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
So, and that's like whatever town you're in, whatever city, there's a vacant dry cleaner and there's a vacant gas station somewhere.
You damn right there is.
The next neighborhood brewery.
Yep.
Could be.
So,
especially if you can clean those tanks out underground, hook them up to a gas pump and make them a beer pump. But VDAX will never let me do that. Virginia Department of Agriculture. Yeah.
We're in Virginia. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother project that I'm glad we're not open, would take up a bunch of time. So right now we're also going through navigating that process. But you never know. There's always a way.
This is true.
Ways, you might not be around long enough for it.
That's everybody, though. Don't worry about it. I can't spend my time thinking about that, man. All right, so you said you had
Yes.
some exciting news or a beer coming up. I'm ready because we're
ready.
40 minutes. I'm gonna cut you loose after this so I can talk about this beer without you in the room.
All right, so
I'm just kidding.
and this is like an every festival beer. That's one of the things I liked about Preserve, because I reached out to Denise about like, hey, this was just great. It didn't, an ale doesn't take as long as a lager.
Yep.
So it's something we could do again, without a lot of difficulty. So we'll see. And maybe we change up the label just to keep things fresh. But Barrel and Flow has sort of expanded to New Orleans. So in April, they have something called Barrels in the Bayou.
Oh,
Wow.
shit. Okay.
It's a startup festival with about 25 to 30 breweries.
Okay.
In a more a smaller area than what they have in Pittsburgh, and we are collabing with 3 other breweries on beer for this festival. So I think I mentioned, like, one of the things I like is that we don't have to drive up with beer. We can just up and the beer will be there when we get there. That's what's the thing about working with Denise and them over at Montclair. And with Barrels on the Bayou, with one brewery out of Mobile, Alabama called Braided River, we're doing a toasted coconut, black lime, oatmeal oyster stout.
Jesus
out.
Christ.
What? Everything
Right.
was amazing, and then it just kept getting better. And like all of us were like, what? Daniel, we gotta go to this festival.
This sounds incredible.
I'm actually not allowed to be in New Orleans again. I've been
Stop it.
legally I can't be there anymore. But yes, I would love to go.
Well, they'll be wrapping up they'll be wrapping up Mardi Gras next Tuesday.
Thank
It'll be after that.
So in about 2 months after that, we'll be in Mobile, in New Orleans, Louisiana, at Barrels on the Bayou, with that as probably our flagship collab. Yeah. Then we have 2 other collabs that are also pretty fun. So we're going to do a Czech dark lager with these 2 hops that are grown out of Michigan. One called Mystique, and the other one I think is Liberty. I've used them before. I enjoy them. We use them instead of Saz and all those other what they call noble hops. But they're spicy. They're really good. I like them better than the noble hops personally. And we also are doing a Belgian golden ale as well. And so the cool thing about those to me is we're having a little fun with the ingredients, especially on that toasted coconut.
I saw you winding up.
Oyster stout. And Braided River already makes an oyster stout, so we kind of started there, and then we were like, well, an oatmeal stout's just a little softer and just a little sweeter.
Yep.
And we added the oatmeal just to soften it, because it's a beer festival where there might not be, there'll be a lot of new people coming in, or people who kind of like beer or something like that. So it makes it a little bit more approachable. Yeah,
it's a little less harsh.
And the black lime kind of works with the sour and salinity of the oysters. And they just threw out, what if we added toasted coconut? And I was like, what if we add toasted coconut?
Honestly, at this
throw it on top.
So that brings a little tropical-ish type feel. I mean, it's limited release. If it's well received, we may play around with it again. But
if it's not, then we'll be done with it.
But all of
it goes to the shack if it's no one's drinking it.
All of these beers are being named after Louisiana voodoo deities, however you pronounce it.
Yeah.
So the Czech dark lager will be called Papa Legba, and he's like the guardian of the crossroads and the guy between the spirit world and our world, which
Jim
is
Morrison.
and it's a dark Czech lager, so that's kind of what it does.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's in the middle and brings people in. The Belgian Golden, oddly enough, there's a Monsieur Assanke, which is he's sort of the guy you call on when you for not luck, but like luck from hard work, luck from perseverance. He's about getting money and keeping money.
Yep.
So his symbols like gold coins and stuff. I was like Belgian Golden. And the oyster stout is for the goddess of the sea, Yamaya or Yamoja, however her name is pronounced. And so I'm like, we get a little try. I was like, they just kind of fit. So, and my brain is, a marketing brain. So I'm thinking of like, oh, I've already crafted a story in these 3 beers. Now I just need to get the labels done. And now we just, we got to do all the other work.
Now I got to make the beer. I got to make the labels. I got to do all this.
The idea work is done,
but we will have it in cans. So I'll be sure to share. Let's see how many. 1, 2, 3. At least 3 of them after the event to get an honest review. I think that'd be
love
fun.
to have you back and tell us all about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If you send us the golden black oyster, I don't even remember what's in it at this point. You said it so much better than me.
When it gets there, you'll definitely know what it is. I'll be sure to mark it up for you guys to try. But
I love that. Yeah,
we're still having fun with it, and I think that's a little bit. When it becomes, it's one of those things we always joke about. When it becomes work, it's not fun.
Yep.
And we were getting there without being open. We were like getting real serious, and I'm like, hey, we need to relax again, enjoy it, play a little. And beer was primarily meant to be shared with others, whether family, whether friends, whether your dang community.
Yeah.
And I think getting back to that, especially at this time, is something we can all kind of come together around. Beer. I enjoy the heck out of this thing. So, I'm drinking a Deschutes Symphonic Chronic Double Dank 9 ABV IPA right now.
God, you at home, William?
Yeah, I just go to my local liquor store and they're like, oh, I got one for you. Try this. Like I'm Mikey from the dang Life commercials back in
He likes it.
But there isn't a beer. We made a couple that I will tolerate but work my way through. But Kevin, my business partner Kevin and brother from another mother Kevin, there's times where he's like, I'm just dumping it. And we're like, no. And Corby's our other business partner and he drinks anything. And he's like, no, I made a place we could take this.
Don't wait.
It's always good to dump a beer. If you haven't dumped a beer, you're not doing it right. As they say.
Making it,
That's right. Well, William, I gotta say, man, I'm glad you swung by kind of last minute. I've really enjoyed chatting with you, and I'm looking forward to the dry cleaner business that you're gonna start once you find out you can't have a brewery in there.
Right.
No.
One side will be brewery, and one side will be
get your clothes clean. Come on by. No, but honestly, I really appreciate you stopping by. This beer is delicious. I'm glad that Phil was able to find it and kind of find it from a partial source too, which is always crazy for us.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to keeping up with you. I'll shoot you my
Yes.
information so that we can keep up because I do want to try this wild ass beer.
Yeah, I want to go to this.
Yeah.
Well, I want to go to the festival.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can clear my calendar, but
You
we'll
can't.
figure it out.
But if you don't already follow Khonso Brewing online, go check them out. We were able to find them, obviously, so you should be able to. Oh, it's on the screen. Wow,
Yeah.
good job, Phil. You're really good at this.
I'm on it tonight.
God, I'm proud of you. But I want to thank William as well. Thank you for stopping by. Montclair, obviously, we had one of their beers on the show a couple weeks ago, Barrel and Flow. Thank you again for putting this collaboration together. I think it's amazing. I love Pittsburgh. I'm looking forward to going to a Barrel and Flow event up there.
Yeah.
I love Louisiana, so I'm going to come down there as well for their next video. God.
Got some travel plans.
Yeah, I got some beer plans.
Well, real quick, Kevin's family, his parents now live in Norfolk. So
good.
Yeah, we're,
if I want to say Afterglow and a couple of other
yeah.
guys about
Yeah.
I
We
know
know all of
Josh
them.
over at Afterglow. Like, come on.
Yeah, so there are a couple up there we've met over the years. So we're looking forward to doing something in Virginia one day.
If you accidentally find yourself in the area, just up here for whatever reason, Afterglow's about 30 minutes from us.
Got it.
Yeah, dude, cheers, man.
Cheers. Thank you for coming.
All right, William. Enjoy your night.
Cheers.
Enjoy that 12% beer. You do you,
9%?
bro.
Good luck. Hope you remember being on the show.
I hope so.
We'll see you.
We'll see you
Thanks.
soon, man.
And lady, thanks.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
Bye.
I love it.
This beer is delicious.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Is this a
I
double
was like,
whammy?
so
2 in a row.
Right. I was like,
Kill
don't
it.
drink it all. Don't drink it all. And I've been like trying to save it. I've been like,
So I borderline got distracted by the can art, and I saw it was a smoked red, but I didn't look at anything else on it. So when he was like, there's peach in here, I was like, you get damn right there is. And I love it. I had no idea it was in there. It caught me so off guard. And I was like, this is delicious.
It is almost like a peach iced tea. You know, like it is just.
Yes.
Color too. Like, oh God. Yeah.
I mean,
This shit
they could
was-
change this can and just throw a peach on here, and it would just be like, "Fuck yeah, it's a peach." Like,
It's
Like,
a smoke. It's like smoked peach iced tea.
it should almost be a smoked peach ale or something.
I could drink like 8 of these, and I
Well,
know
it's not
that
good
I
on
don't
hand.
think. Don't tell my doctor that might be.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure they're watching.
It's only a 5.5. It's not,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Okay.
doable.
But anyway, like this is delicious, and I wish this was in like whole packs.
Yeah, I
So-
wish this was a real thing.
Yeah.
Well, I be jealous because I still have another one of these, and I have a That's My Jam still. So, you know.
That's My Jam was good too. Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's like 2 for 2.
Well, when he mentioned the peach like jam, and I was like thinking Montclair Brewery nailed that other jam.
Yep.
Like, of course they're gonna also nail a peach jam beer. Like, just killer.
I love it.
Well,
All right.
shall
Well,
we review
let's-
this?
Yeah.
So
I love
loud.
watching your face in the bottom. Like, why would you do that one? It's so loud. You're so
It's the
upset.
worst one. And why are you touching things? I've been nailing tonight with
It's my
everything.
favorite.
You
Because
were
I
like,
know
"Oh,
it
you
throws
touched
some shit into the mix that makes it worse.
All right, let's get into this thing. I mean, I already know this is going to be a high scoring one.
It is. And if you're unfamiliar with the show, we use Untappd to rate all of our beers. It's the nature of the beast. So 0.25 being the worst thing we've ever had. 5 being the best thing we've ever had. If you don't follow us on Untappd, you can. You can follow the show. You can follow Tiffany. You can follow me. You can follow Phil. You can see where we drink at all different levels. It's in the About section on the page. I'm going to let Tiffany go first.
Oh, well, okay. But one thing to add is that we do rate to style, not just our own personal preference. So
Correct.
while our own personal preference always comes into play, we do our best to at least rate it against its style.
Correct.
So that we're giving it a fair chance. Because just like some people don't like IPAs, but like still order them.
But if an
and
IPA is made well, then
You should
it's
still-
true to style. Yeah.
correct. Like if you don't like IPAs, you're probably not going to like it. But does it have the right hop?
Don't order it.
Yeah. Anyway,
Idiot.
so I will go first. This shit is delicious. I
Where are you going?
sorry, I'm very excited about this.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my first beer of the day.
This is my 7th.
Don't tell your doctor.
Sorry.
Okay, so William mentioned this, but being able to taste all of the different flavors within a beer, we've talked about this multiple times on the show, is really important to me in a sense that I don't want to be bamboozled. I really wanted to use that word.
Thank you.
So sorry. But no, I love that this has a really well-rounded, and it's like a really good amalgamation of flavors that are still separate but like blended together. I friggin' dig this beer. From a smoked red ale perspective, this is probably the best one I think I've had.
Fair.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Love
Okay.
it.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I know.
I
So
know.
I just
What a we need like a 5 slide. I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a celebratory 5
Yeah.
slide.
You just gave it a 5 and we're just like, okay.
yeah, because
I'm-
that doesn't happen very often.
Okay. Fine. Whatever you want, Tiffany.
No, but again, like to style and
Well,
like
2.35 for me. No, I'm just kidding. That's why we can't have a 5 slide. No.
you can have a little more smoke to it, I guess. But I don't really like
Yes.
the super smoky beer.
I
so like
appreciate
that.
your insight on it. I'd like to talk.
Okay,
about
it's your
it.
turn. I
Thank you.
apologize.
Phil, would you like to go next?
No, you. I want to hear what you have to say.
No, this beer is delicious. It's got the peach hits at all levels throughout the beer, which
Yeah.
is fantastic. It hits on the nose, it hits on the back, like it's fantastic. The smoked aspect for me lacks a little bit. So I know it's a smoked malt, but some of the peach and the fruitiness outweighs the smoke of it. Which don't get me wrong, I'm fine with, because again, I also don't want to like a campfire smoked beer. There's a time and a place.
It's at the campfire.
Right. But overall, though, I still think this is an extremely well balanced beer. Again, the flavor is great. The color was gorgeous. It hit a lot of the right things. For me, if you're going to put smoked on the label, I think it needs a little more smoke bite to it, if that makes sense.
Valid.
But at the end of the day, still a 4.5 for me. Any day of the week. This beer is delicious. I drink 4 or 5 more of them.
Yeah.
Any day of the week. So
Yeah.
4.5.
So I'm right between the two of you. I'm at that 4.75,
Yep.
and it's exactly what you're saying. Like, the beer is so good. I was a little surprised by it. With like, because I read about the peach on the back, but because it's not prominent, it doesn't like tell me it. Like, if you called this a peach red ale or something, like, it would hit perfectly, And I understand, like, you put the smoked on, yes, because it is technically a smoked red ale. But I'm not getting a lot of that smoke either. I'm thrilled about not having a smoked in there as well. You know how I am about smoked stuff. So I was a little hesitant because I love a red ale. And when I saw the smoked part, it was also why I picked it. Like, challenge here. Love a red ale. But you throw that word smoked on there and you might lose me. But then he peaches in there. And it's like, so for me,
I don't know what to believe anymore.
I know, but it is a delicious beer. And this is like a year-round beer. Like, to make a peach beer that doesn't feel like a summer beer or doesn't feel like it's got that really nice year-round flavor.
Yeah. That's actually a very good point. It is like because like, I don't know, usually darker malt beers are like cooler weather for me. I'm a very weird I don't think I'm actually that weird, but I'm a seasonal beer drinker.
Yeah.
This one has like summer picnic vibes with the peach like preserve aspect of it.
But
And
you
then
could still
having-
drink in January and February.
Right. And it's not like a heavy stout.
Yeah, it's a
Up
year-round
to
beer.
I'm not even going to comment on that. Yeah. Like, I didn't. Just radio silent.
Yeah, this is a year-round beer. It's so delicious. And now I'm like dying to go to this Barrel and Flow festival.
Right?
Yeah, no doubt. I want to go to the one in New Orleans. I do love Pittsburgh, but I would like to go to the one in New Orleans.
I'd like to go to both.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Well, we ran long on this episode because the stories were just fascinating.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, I dig it.
I could listen to William talk about this all day.
This is also like our 4th seed brewery we've had on the show, which means in less than a year we can go to his brick and mortar because that's how it happens on the show.
It is. We are good luck.
We love talking to these kind of brewers because it is that like it brings back that like we talk to a lot of like high-end brewers where they're very, it's almost like talking to someone in corporate versus talking to someone that's just like doing their thing. And like listening to those stories of just like, yeah, we just like brew some stuff in here. Whereas like when we talk to those corporate brewers, they're like, we made it with exactly this, and this is what we did. And it's like
Exactly. Here's our KPIs, and this is
you're
our.
just losing out on what brewing is all about, which is what he was saying. It's about making something to share with your friends, and it was really nice to hear all that.
Yeah, and I agree. As soon as I have any friends sharing beer with, we can hang out.
You'll find some at some point.
Oh my God! I thought you were gonna be like, "I'm your friend," and you're like,
Oh,
one day."
right.
Fuck it. We may do a show next week. We may not at this
We may be
point. I don't
broken
know.
Show's over.
All right. Well, stay tuned. Follow us on all our social medias. Huge on TikTok, obviously.
Got a website.
Make sure you follow Khonso Brewing as well if you haven't already. And keep up. Maybe we'll see you next week. Maybe Phil and I will be broken up. I don't know.
Tiffany and I doing a show next week.
Hey, cheers, but I'm too upset.
Later.